Alright, what up, guys? It's your boy AJ, back with Daily Sports Talk. Like the shirt. Yeah, I know. Thanks for joining in. It's day 2, episode 2. I'm still figuring out how I want to do the layout of the show, but for now I'm going to keep it pretty similar. We'll do a recap of the games, I'll talk through them, we'll head to the board, and then I'll call it a day. So, let's dive right in. First game of the night, we got Mavs Houston. Now Mavs took that game 113 to 100 over the Rockets. And we got Luka went for 33, 16, and 11. Luka was playing last night like the favorite for the MVP. That's what he played like last night. First triple-double of the season for him, but we know he's far and more capable of grabbing a triple-double than most players in the league. He can do that in his sleep. But he was in a little slump. He's been in a slump for the first couple games, and he finally broke out of it. So Luka played well. The Mavs, when Luka plays like that, the Mavs are good. But what I saw last night is that they needed Kristaps Porzingis to come back. Because when he comes back, they go from good to great. And when they're great, they are a threat in the playoffs. I don't know. I can't say for sure that if Kristaps wasn't in the playoffs last year and didn't get injured, that they wouldn't have knocked off the Clippers. Now, that's a what-if scenario, but the way that they were playing with him, it's just a different brand of basketball. They can play high pick and roll with them two. Kristaps is among the top in the league of finishing. He can step back, shoot a three. They're just really deep. And then Brunson is just, I really like Brunson as a third option. And Hardaway, oh my goodness. Hardaway, he can be their legit number 3. Because he can go and get you 22 plus a game. And he's a great defender. He can shoot the 3 really well. So the Mavs looked really good last night. As far as Houston, Boogie gets ejected in the second quarter. He played for like 3 minutes. He gets 2 techs within that time. Are we going to see the old Boogie pre-Warriors, where he was in a place, an environment where it was championship mentality? Are we going to see that Boogie, or are we going to see that Boogie? Because if we see pre-Boogie from Warriors, it's going to be a challenge for them because they're already small. Now Christian Wood adds another dimension. I like Christian Wood. He can get you 20 plus. He seems to be real. He seems to be certified. He seems to be on a mission because he thinks he's a lot better than people are telling him, and it seems like he is. So, with James, Eric Gordon, Christian Wood, John Wall, and Boogie, it's a good 5. It's a good solid 5, but it's their first year getting meshed together. You know how James plays. He's all dribble. And watching that game, I think James Harden finished with 18, I think. So with having James Harden go for 18, you lose the game. What I'm watching is, if James Harden doesn't go bonkers, the Houston Rockets don't win games. If he doesn't go for a 30-point triple-double, the Houston Rockets don't win games. Not against good teams, at least. So, not a bad game for the Houston Rockets, but I see a lot to improve on, and they got a ways to go. So that's that's Mavs Houston. Let's go to the next game. It's 76ers Hornets. Now the 76ers took that game 118 to 101. Now, anytime you watch the Charlotte Hornets, you're really watching one player, which is a Rookie of the Year candidate in LaMelo Ball. LaMelo looked good. he looks good. He's dribbling the ball in the string the way he always has. He's taking shots the way he always has. He attacks the way he always has. But a lot of times I was seeing him not being able to finish, not being able to get position when he's driving in, to make a basket easier or get separation on jump shots. So for me, the biggest thing for LaMelo, he finished 12, 9, 7, and 2 steals, so almost a triple-double. So he's going to be just like his brother. They both capable of getting triple-doubles whenever they see fit. But for LaMelo, he needs to develop his man body first before we can really see what he can do. Because right now it doesn't look like he has enough strength to get it up after contact. He's not really finishing, through people. But for a first year, he's doing well. Him and Edwards will be talked about. I think I have the edge on LaMelo because I think they'll win enough. I think they'll both Timberwolves and the Hornets will be around the same amount of wins. But I think LaMelo will have a little better of a season than he will. So I got LaMelo for the Rookie of the Year. But let's talk about Sixers. They had 7 players in double figures. That'll get it done. Joel and Ben Simmons are already monsters. They can get you a triple-double, double-double every game regardless, but they get you that triple-double too. And when they have help, when they have 5 other players in double digits, it'll help them because they're starting to turn into the Bucks in the sense that you know how to defend them. It's, let Ben Simmons shoot. Joel, yeah, we'll let him shoot. We'd rather him shoot those threes than come in. Now, he can hit the threes, don't get me wrong. But when he's really a monster, when he really takes over games, is when he's back to the basket and he's underneath the basket and putting in work. So we'll let him take those threes. We're contesting, but we're not just leaving wide open. But, we know how to defend the 76ers, but it's a lot harder when they have 5 other players in double digits and you can't really double down and you can't really help out. They had a good game. What they really need, though, is Danny Green and Steph Curry and a couple other players. They need to continue to be consistent in their scoring because when they do, like I said, it helps Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid open the floor a lot more. So they had a good game. But the one takeaway for me from the 76ers now, it was the Hornets, so they got away with it. But 65% from the free throw line, that won't get it done against good teams. It just won't. The Hornets, like I said, it's the Hornets, so they got a little lucky. But you shoot 65% against the top 4 or 5 teams in the East, you're going to lose, especially in a close game. Same with the West. So they need to improve on free throw shooting, or that's not going to get it done in the long run. Let's go to, I think, was one of the best games of the night. We'll go Raptors Celtics. Celtics take that 126-114. Jason Tatum has arrived. Jason Tatum has arrived. He is here. I know a lot of people have been questioning if he can take the next step, if he's ready to lead a team to the promised land. Folks, Jason Tatum is the real deal. People say he needs to take the next step. I believe that this year will be his next step year. He's just a monster. He's just a monster. He finished 40 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists in 32 minutes. Whew. He took over the game. Even with Jaylen Brown not having one of his better games, Jason Tatum takes the game over. They had 6 in double digits. That'll help. But imagine this. Tatum is playing this good brand of basketball. He's got the Celtics in the 4th seed in the power rankings right now. And he's playing without Kemba. There was no Jeff Teague tonight or no Marcus Smart. And he's playing at MVP level performance. So what do you think is going to happen when he gets his players back? When Jaylen Brown doesn't have an off night like he did, and he's playing up to his potential, 25 plus, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Marcus Smart, defensive presence, threes. Kemba can facilitate, get Jaylen Brown more open shots. Because right now a lot of it's going through Jason Tatum. He started to become the guy on the team. And then Jeff Teague, which is another player who is tenacious on the defensive side, and he's a good facilitator on the point guard. So they look really good. They're missing, for me, I don't know how Baines looks. They might need to look to get a different. They might need to look to try to switch that up a little bit. For the Raptors, because he doesn't look right. The Raptors look a little weaker than they usually do. Kyle Lowry, he usually doesn't come alive until playoff times, which this year it might be a little more important because teams like the Hawks, and I know you guys are going to laugh, but the Knicks, the Cavs, they're playing a lot better. I mean, it's only a weekend, I get it. It's only been 8 games down, but with those teams playing a lot better, the East becomes a little bit harder and the wins count a little more. So for the Raptors, I would look into that. They're missing Marcus Gasol. He was not a centerpiece, but he was more involved. He understood the way they play. 3-and-D guy, and now he's in the Lakers. So, for them, they just need to. I think they need to play a little more together.